it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Very nice, I'm looking at the camera. Very nice, good, good, good.
What's going on, guys? All right, this video is going to be about, well, it's going to be one of a couple of videos, I'm sure, because I'm going to be here for 3 days. I'm in Austin, Texas. I am at the Omni Barton Creek Hotel and Spa, and I'm here courtesy of Harley-Davidson for a press ride, and we're going to be riding for the first time, for me at least, during a press ride, Softail motorcycles. And I see we got some of them parked over there. Right, we'll look at those later. But what I want to do first, guys, is let me tell you this. I've done a few of these things. I've been fortunate enough to do a few of these things with Harley-Davidson, whether it's a press ride or if it's something, you know, a little bit more secretive where we have to actually do a, oh, thank you. Well, we have to actually sign NDAs, right? It's on the low. Everything is always top-notch, first class when you're dealing with Harley-Davidson, always. So this place, beautiful. I'm highly impressed. Every place we've gone, beautiful. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is see if I can do this while I'm holding this camera. I'm gonna take you with me through the hotel, check out my room. I just ran into Jen Hoyer. She's sitting over there. Look at that. She's such a sweetheart. She takes such good care of all of us, anybody that participates in this. And, you know, I told her that she set the bar so high that when I walk into my room, I never know what I'm going to see. Because if there's goodies in there, it's Jen. So listen, I always thank the whole PR team here at Harley-Davidson, Matt, PJ, Jen. I thank them all, but I know for a fact that when I see stuff in that room, there's certain things you know a woman's touch. I say this all the time. When I see certain things, I know that that's Jen, right? All right, so I can't pull this thing on this carpet. And I told her, I said, listen, of course I'm appreciative of everyone. However, just like when my wife gives a gift to anybody, it's always gonna say it's from both of us. But when the person opens the gift, I'm just as surprised as they are when I see what it is, because I have no idea. All right, anyway, let me navigate this carpet and I'll check back in with you guys. So there's a saying that everything's bigger in Texas. Why should the gym in the hotel be any different, right? So see this hallway behind me? Look over my shoulder. This is the running track, right? So if you don't want to run on the treadmill, and you want to be moving and you don't want to be outside, it's cold, raining, whatever, you could just run around. I think it says 1.5 miles all the way around. Guys, if you've worked out in a hotel gym before, you're going to understand why I'm so impressed with this 32,000 square foot gym. Let's check this out. So the gym is actually downstairs. Indoor pool, outdoor pool, there's 1 million pools here. All right, so to the left, you got Peloton. I mean, all kind of stuff in here, Peloton. But look at this, guys, to the right. You ever seen this in the gym? Look, you ever seen a calf raise machine in the gym? I'm sorry, you ever seen a calf raise machine in a hotel? You ever seen cable crossover machines like this in a hotel this big? Look at the size of this. I mean, just look at this, guys. Look at all the equipment. Leg curls, shoulder press, chest press, Smith machine. Oh my God, this is, look at all the dumbbells, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Usually you get like one row of dumbbells that goes up to 40 pounds maybe if you're lucky, and that's it. This is super impressive. T-bar row. I haven't used one of these in years. I did back yesterday. Actually, I got back coming up, so. All right, so I'm gonna do a chest workout just really quickly before dinner. I'm excited, guys. Let's get it. All right, guys, I spoke too soon. It gets even bigger. Check this out. So I walked in this room. The pool is to the left. But before I go down there, just look at this, guys. He said this is the heavyweight lifting room. Oh, let's go downstairs. This is crazy. This is crazy. So they have classes down here as well, right? But guys, look at this. This is crazy. Look at all the plates. This is in a hotel, guys. Dumbbells up to 100 pounds. You're never going to see that in the hotel. Those used to interest me. Not anymore. I got a bunch of plates over here. Yeah. So this is where you can pick up the weights and just drop them and let them fall. Oh my God, guys. This is just... Do I look excited right here, guys? Do I look excited? Wow, this is crazy. All right, I'm wasting time salivating over a gym, but it's in a hotel. There's no way you can't... Listen, guys, I got to tell you something. When I stay at a hotel, I can count on one hand with 3 amputated fingers how many times I worked out in the gym. Yeah, everything's better than nothing. It beats a blank, definitely. But I don't have zero motivation to work out in the hotel gym because they got 2 treadmills against the wall. So if you fall off of it, good luck. You're going to run right into a wall. And then some other crap, and then that's it. And it's the size of a closet. This is crazy. Oh, man. Super exciting, guys. Super exciting. All right, guys. See who that is? Guys. Psycho Fanatics, my brother from another mother's here.
That's right.
The workout was good. I had to...
I went inside just to make sure he was doing his sets.
Oh, my God. But listen, you're in the zone when you go to a hotel and somebody says, you got to come check out this gym. And he was like, bam. He was here. God. Gym is huge.
Gym is gigantic.
Guys, I'm going to go back in there because I thought I showed you everything, but I did not. So the bikes are over there. These bikes are not, some of these belong to people. So yeah, so John wanted to come look at the bikes that are out here. He's going to violate the chain, watch. Violate the chain. There you go. But it's okay because he's wearing the Indy Ridge black Comanche boots. What are you looking for, PJ? Ah, yes. Paul James.
Oh my goodness. What are you drinking over there? Texas water. It's good to have a Red Bull for you guys.
What's going on, man? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you.
Oh, man. Of course you're on camera.
I just got in.
Just got in,
dragged them out of the gym.
Brought the good weather.
Yeah.
I was going to go to the gym.
I was in good weather. I'm from South
Georgia. What we got in the morning? How much time do I have? No,
not much.
See me tonight for dinner.
All right, guys. All the stars are showing up now. We got Psycho Fanatics right there. There's TR, Tiffany Renee. And guys, make sure you check out this video and say a prayer for her husband because she's got to record now. Dan's not here. So it's all on her. Her and her, what is this thing again? An Osmo?
Hi, Rob. How are you?
Hi, Tiffany. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
How was your flight?
It was awesome.
What's up?
How's it going?
How's everything? Good?
Good, good. Can't complain.
Oh, now here she come.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Tiffany, if you get in my shot, it just makes the shot better. Don't worry about it. Oh, man, this is making me miss my bike, man. Breakout is so sexy. It's just not practical. I don't know why they went back to an analog gauge right here.
This is nice stuff. Is it just the steering you didn't like?
No, I loved it. It was just the fact that there's no storage. I changed the suspension. I changed the seat. That seat was beautiful.
This is comfortable, though.
And that engine guard I put on from, oh my God, that thing was sexy as ever. You said it's comfortable?
It's very comfortable. Sit on it. I'm telling you. A lot of room, really cozy.
This is where we're all going to be seated, and we're going to have a little presentation up here. And they have these on each table. So I'm sure we're going to be talking about, you know, the Softail motorcycles, Lowrider ST, the Street Bob, Heritage Classic, Lowrider S, Fat Boy, and my favorite, the Breakout. Little notebook, little pen, and that's for us. I'm telling you, man, they just do everything to the nines, to the nines. Posters for every bike. And of course, they got some bikes set up here. Now, I'm not really into Softail motorcycles, but I can still say some of them look good. They just don't work for my body. But we'll see, because I never rode one of these lowriders before. Again, I'm not a big fan of, you know, these kind of controls. I like footboards and, you know, stuff like that. This is not bad looking. Now, there's not a lot of light out in here, of course. But I saw them outside. And it was a Heritage that really looked nice. Like, it really looked nice. And again, we're talking about paint color because the body, everything is the same, except for the engine. Everything's got a 117 now. Hold up, before I say that. Yep, that's got a 117. No, you're good. I don't know what this has. Does this have a 117? Okay, good. Everything's got a 117. It's like that's the new minimum. But listen, a 117 on a Softail motorcycle, that's, you know, that's significant because obviously it's a lighter bike. All right, guys, I'm going to show you some of this food. Balsamic marinated tomato, smoked, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you guys. Of course, we got some southern fried chicken bites, chili honey glaze. Yeah, I wonder why it was a little spicy.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Stuffed artichoke. Pass, Jen. Adult grilled cheese. What the hell is that? With brie, green apple, and fig puree? Pass. You know what? You told me to try it, so I'm going to try it. Now this is different. And it was good. Brisket, mac and cheese, croquette. That's crazy. Never heard of it.
The main course is starting soon.
Yeah, I know. So
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, yeah, 3 minutes.
Good.
Yes. Beautiful day out here, guys. Just to give you a little, that's the golf course. Here are the bikes. There's PJ. PJ's going to be, PJ's on the tail. Cody's in the front. What's going on, brother? There's John on the Fat Boy. I knew John was going to jump on that Fat Boy. Yeah, man. Where's the Breakout? Yeah, I want a Breakout right here.
You don't want that one.
Why? What's wrong with that one?
You want that one. That's a 24.
Oh, okay. Oh, the one with the flames. All right. So this is what I'll be riding today, guys. And same color as I had, but I didn't have flames on it. There's Junior. What are you riding, Junior?
The school bus.
Junior's riding the school bus. Matt Laidlaw. What are you riding, Matt?
Fat Boy.
Fat Boy. This one right here?
Yes, sir.
This is nice. Chase, where you riding? Fat Boy.
Right here, man. You're sucking that shit. Right?
Professional Monkey, where you riding, man?
This tiny little guy.
This tiny little guy? All right, and there's John. John's putting on his camera. Okay, very good. Riding in the Ozarks, that's Mike. Where you riding, Mike? Oh, nice. Very nice, man. And from Blockheads Garage, oh, another Breakout.
Yeah.
What's your name, man?
Freddie.
Freddie. All right, Freddie. Breakouts first, that's my opinion.
Camera bag and battery.
All right, so of course, guys, we don't have saddlebags on any of these bikes. So the good thing is that pickup truck right there is going to be following us, so we can put all our stuff in there and we'll be good to go. All right, let's do it. So yeah, everybody here in one piece at the end and did a little slow ride with PJ. Actually, of course, Ryan as well. That's why I try to stay close to Ryan all the time.
We stay next to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Did a couple of U-turns on it. It brings back memories. Let me tell you something, guys. Yes, I had the Breakout. I had a 23. But let me tell you, the ride modes, and that's the huge difference that I felt, because putting this bike in sport mode, it's ridiculous. I mean, it really is. But it reminds me of what I didn't like. If the bike is fast, but there's nothing in front of me, I'm feeling all of that wind hitting me in the chest. So I'm holding on for dear life. But other than that, this is everybody that's out here. All right, you guys already saw Junior, you saw John, you saw Matt. You didn't see Tiffany, she's over there recording. And Tiffany was riding where's the bike that Tiffany was riding? She was riding the Breakout as well. And she hadn't been on she's never ridden a Softail before, so, but she looked good on the bike. You know, you guys let me know what you think. With the proportions of her body being smaller and that big 180 tire on the back, yeah, you know, that big tire on the back, it looked good. She looked badass. But these are all of the bikes. So like I said, the biggest difference, guys, in these bikes, of course, paint's always different. Oh, I like that. See, this Breakout, it's got like a little Harley-Davidson emblem inside of the yellow or orange one. That's pretty cool. Again, I'm not a flames person, but the bike that I have, it has flames on it, but they're subtle. So I don't mind it being subtle. Like again, this is the bike Tiffany's riding, and you can see right there, the bar and shield. And then on the one I'm riding, see, there's flames on it. You see that, guys? And it's actually, it might look like it's really standing out. I don't know how it's coming out on the camera, but it's actually subtle. On the black, at least it is. All right, but the 117 engine, yeah, that's not new. Mine had that. It's the ride modes. It's the, like I said, the safety features now. And they actually changed that as well. Because mine was just like a rectangular speedometer, and everything was incorporated in that. So now they went back to the analog part for this. And then this part right here, that's where the digital stuff is. All right, guys, so this is the bike we're going to bring. Oh, man, I need some of these.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I'm always telling you guys, keep your feet on the footboards. Today, it's keep your feet on the pegs. So that's not going to be foreign to me. But I usually have engine guards and saddlebag guards. This is way better than engine guards and saddlebag guards. Look at this thing. And even the material of it, it's going to slide smoothly along the ground. You're not going to get any better protection than that. But this is what we're going to be riding. And going through that little obstacle course over there. Virtually impossible to drop the motorcycle. All right, guys, so let me tell you something. I just went on this. They gave us 10 minutes each. First time you go through, they want you to do it in rain mode. And then the second time, road mode. And then if you're so inclined, sport mode. Again, this is, like he said, this is out of the scope for sport mode. But they want you to give it a try. And then lastly, go through it, take the traction control off. And just to feel that. And let me tell you something, guys. It's so important. Like the new technology that they put on these Softail motorcycles, touring motorcycles already have them. And even I didn't really, you know, I always said it's nice to have it. But if you get a chance to come out and do something like this, not worried about dropping your motorcycle, just go through it all, full throttle and a bunch of sand on the ground so that the bike can show you what it's doing for you, right? That's why it's important to do it with traction control off, do it in all of the modes, and then do it in rain mode so you can really appreciate what it's doing for you. Like it's a huge, huge addition to these Softail motorcycles. And this is one of those things where, you know, sometimes people will look at the bike and go, it's just a paint job. Sometimes the changes is stuff that you can't see. And this is definitely one of them. Huge, huge, huge. The bike doesn't have a lot of lean. Where's Ryan? Oh, there he is. Got to slow down. You got to slow down because you can't lean it a lot. And then you get in that pit and just hit the throttle. So that's clearly rain mode because you see very minimal slippage. We're going to talk to Ryan too, because the word on the street is he took a cone out. So that's 10 push-ups. He teaches people how to ride these things. Teaches police how to ride them. And right now this should be road mode if he switched it, because he's got 10 minutes. That cameraman's he's a brave guy right there. He better be on you better be on the balls of your feet over there on that camera. Stay on the balls of your feet. Oh, that's sport mode, definitely. So guys, we're standing, but this is what we want to see. We want to see Tiffany Renee do this. You know, that's going to be the star of the show. See? And again, he's straight up. And he wants you to hit the throttle while the bike is still in the lean, so that the bike can, so you can feel the bike throw out, feel the slip. There we go. He said, "Screw that! I'm using all these 10 minutes." All right, going around, going around. Stay in the turn and hit the throttle. See right here, he's straight. So. Good head and eyes, Junior. Good head and eyes. And then this is how you put it on the kickstand. Just let it fall. This is actually perfect practice to keep your feet on the pegs or the boards. It really is. What does the bike always want to do with power, guys? It wants to stand up and go straight. And so to stand the bike up, you don't pick it up. Physically, you throttle it. Now, you didn't have to throttle it that much. Again, if he did a 2, too much speed, too much speed, too much speed. Yeah, up, too much speed. There you go. He's shaking his head, yes. There you go. Smooth stop, feet up. See? Oh, man, it's beautiful. Keep your feet on the pegs, people, or the footboards.
That's pretty cool.
So, guys, I admire both these guys. That's Matt Laidlaw. That's Chase. Why do I admire them? Because they're sitting Indian style. Now, Matt was full Indian style. He modified it. Yeah, see, I can't even do that, man. So, guys, make sure you stretch. It's so important. My hips couldn't do that now anyway if I wanted to. So, I'm in a little bit of pain watching them. But they look how comfortable they look. That's awesome. GAMs, too. GAMs. You know, I've actually seen some comments about the new technology on these motorcycles. And, you know, there's always going to be somebody that's got something negative to say or, you know, offhand or whatever. And the arrogance, oh, you know, just learn how to ride the motorcycle. Most of those people that are saying that really don't know how to ride a motorcycle. That would be my guess. But how ridiculous is it to say, you know what, they put some safety features on a motorcycle, any vehicle for that matter, but especially a motorcycle because it's on 2 wheels. How ridiculous is it to say anything negative about something like that, right? Listen, this is not changing anything. It's not making you, it's not taking care of basic riding skills. But things happen, mistakes happen, you know? Sometimes you might hit the throttle too hard or... Keep it loaded!
Feet up!
You know, so the importance about doing something like this is, yes, I get a chance to show you in real time what's going on, right? You get a chance to experience it as far as how you see it. But to actually be on the bike and feel it happen, you see what I'm saying? That's the biggest selling point of this new safety technology on these Softails. To feel the bike in rain mode and feel that back tire barely slip out in the sand, and then put it in road mode and feel it slip. So just going to road mode, you feel the difference. Sport mode, you feel it a little bit more because it's more power going to the rear wheel. But then taking off the traction control altogether and seeing that bike would just keep going all the way over. It's big, guys. This is big stuff. And to me, it's just, it's necessary. It's almost, for a motorcycle, it's necessary in my opinion. It's almost the equivalent of, I remember years ago when they introduced the third brake light. And then at a certain point, it was mandatory for all cars, vehicles, trucks, whatever, to have that third brake light. And then the same thing happened with the rear camera. After a certain time period, that became mandatory to have. So something like this, it should be mandatory on a motorcycle. That's just my opinion. And Harley-Davidson took care of that. It's, like I said, they've already had it, but now it's on the Softails. That's just fantastic. All right, so Tiffany told me that this is going to be weird. And of course, it's awkward for anybody. Just the style of motorcycle, period. But now, a motorcycle that she's not really familiar with, they're telling her, okay, get on the bike, pick it up just with the throttle. But we know power, it always wants to stand up. So, you know, if you get accustomed to that, you get that in your muscle memory. It doesn't feel that crazy. But then going around that corner and hitting the throttle and feeling the bike go and not panic. Because I want you to stay in the throttle and just let that bike go, especially in rain mode, because that's what's most important. You put that bike in rain mode, keep that throttle open, and you'll see the bike is not going to just fishtail out. That's huge, guys. I mean, that's huge. Obviously, we're not planning on... So when you start the bike, you really gotta hit the throttle to pick the bike up. So we talk about stages 1, stage 2 of the friction zone. She should be starting to stage 3 just to get it to stand up and then pull it back in, right? Keep it loaded. There we go. It always wants to stand up, guys. What'd you call me? Okay, keep it turned. No, too early. Just got the clutch in. Wait till you get in the sand, Tiff. Wait till you get in the sand. You're good. Keep that foot up. Feet up.
Feet up.
I'm a struggle.
Wait until you get into the sand before you throttle. You're hitting the throttle before you get into the sand.
Okay, so get in the sand.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get this right. I promise.
No problem.
Yeah, you're good.
Let me get you squared up.
Thank you. I'm just
Pull a clutch in. Pull a clutch in. Pull a clutch in. Yeah, it's awkward. Definitely.
Don't take your feet off.
Yeah.
Feet on the pegs. Ready?
See, gotta open that clutch. Now notice that when she opened the clutch, the bike's already turned that way. So if you open the clutch slow, keep it loaded, Tiff. Keep it loaded. Don't overthink it, Tiff. Nothing's different. The rules don't change. There we go. See, I love this, guys. And why am I saying I love this? Because no matter what we do on these motorcycles, the rules don't change. See, she's straight up here. You don't want to be straight. Okay. She still got it. Nice. And so if we get on the bike, this is when our minds start taking over because it feels awkward. It's different. And because it's different, we start forgetting about the fundamentals. But we just got to take a breath, take a step back and say to ourselves, all right, what do I normally do? All right, follow the first 5 steps. You know, obviously, there we go. Obviously, they don't all apply here, but yeah, make sure the motorcycle's in first gear, cover the rear brake, you could do that here. Preload, yes, we're still doing that. We're gonna put our clutch for the friction zone. We're gonna open it into the friction zone. We just don't have to do step 5 really, which is picking up our foot because our feet are starting on the pegs on this motorcycle. After that, guys, everything is the same, right? So right there, she's throttling, but she's pulling the clutch in. Oh, whoa. So she started that throttle too early. Like they said, it's not, they don't want you, it's not all about just hitting the throttle hard. This is supposed to simulate you coming, you know, like off of a highway or an exit ramp, and then you want to accelerate while you're still in that turn. And sometimes people over accelerate. See, so right here, she's straight. There we go. That's all you want to feel is that slippage. You want to experience that. Yeah, and so it's so funny that every time the bike, you know, you have to let it drop to stop it. And if she puts her foot down, they're saying, feet up, feet up. The first thing they said out here is keep your feet on the foot pegs. That's exactly what I'm talking about, guys, when I say, when we get in our muscle memory, these things that I'm always talking about, then things are less awkward. So when I hear keep your feet on the foot pegs, of course, for me, for my ears, that makes 100% sense because what am I always saying? Keep your feet on the footboards or the pegs. So because that's what I'm accustomed to saying and doing, that wasn't as awkward for me. So I didn't have a problem with bringing it to a stop and letting it fall over. As a matter of fact, it was fun. it wasn't hard, it was awkward.
I guess.
Yeah, that's all. Oh, we got John going now?
No, that's
Oh, that's Matt. I see the knees.
Yeah, you see the knees?
So Matt Layloff going now. So Psycho Fanatic said there's 2 sets of outriggers. The ones on the bike and his knees. So where's Ryan? This is Ryan's fault. He sprayed the sand all over the place, so now we don't have enough sand. Matt Laylaw, people.
around that corner. I went, okay, hit it when you get to the sand. But I'm like,
Yeah, so,
that was hard to do.
yeah. Hold up. What was hard to do?
Because I'm like, all right, hit it when you get to the sand. But I'm like, all right, I'm coming out the corner. I'm trying to keep the lean so I can not be straight up and down so I can make the traction control go off.
But it didn't matter because you still, it slipped a few times on you, and that's all you really need.
Right.
But isn't this so funny? Whenever that bike was falling, that foot was coming down. If you really think about everything we talk about and everything we practice, nothing that they're telling you to do out here is different.
No.
Nothing. Preload and keep it loaded so it doesn't stall. Don't put your feet down when you feel the bike falling. That's stuff that is automatic at this point. So, well, you know, it will be. Oh, come on, Matt. Get into it.
I actually need all of you to say it for me.
All right, riding in the Ozarks is going to be riding in the sand. And this is the first main thing, picking the bike up. Tiffany said, I'm just going to ride on these outriggers. Oh, where's Ryan? Ryan, you took out a cone when you went. That's 10 push-ups.
I know. I heard it.
How
many push-ups for dragging the rear brake?
20, 20, 20. You know, I'm going to do them right after this. All right, so I'm going to do 25 push-ups for dragging the rear brake excessively. Because there's nothing wrong with dragging it, but not like that.
Yeah. Get your foot off the brake!
All right, I'm going to record this, guys. Cause, yeah, I was like, what the hell's wrong with this thing? All right, guys, so this is all about accountability. I told Ryan that he owes me 10 push-ups for hitting the cone, but he hit it with the outrigger. And that's when he's, you know, trying to stand this damn bike up. And I thought that the rear brake of the bike was a highway peg. But really, I needed it, guys, because it just wasn't comfortable. You know what, let me turn this. All right, so let's knock these out. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Huh, hold it. I got to keep my eye on Mike over there. So yeah, anyway, guys, I'm wondering why the bike's bogging down so much. I'm like, what the hell's going on? It's because I'm on the damn rear brake. So yeah, I can't ride that bike because I had my feet up that far because, you know, I was trying to get some extra room and I needed it. Oh man, we're gonna be buff out here today.
40 right here.
40?
Today we're always gonna be falling over at stoplights.
I kept my foot.
Keep your feet on the peg!
Wouldn't that be something? That quick. Years of riding, that quick. Just let it fall over. What they're talking about is when we get back on the regular bikes, just let the bike fall over.
There,
Woo! There you go.
there we go, Mikey.
He's holding out on us. You're holding out on us, Mike. There you go. So look what I started. They're saying that Mike owes 40 push-ups, feet down, hitting cones, all kind of stuff. It's about being accountable, that's all. All right, guys, lunchtime. It's Tiffany.
Oh, okay.
Ryan behind us. We're going to the Oasis restaurant right here. And this reminds me of when we were in Milwaukee doing a press ride. And we were walking into lunch. Tiffany was behind me, and Dan was here as well. Shout out to Dan. That's Tiffany's husband. That's the guy that's holding the camera and editing those awesome videos. So, nice little vibe here. All right, let's go eat. All right, so Professional Monkey told me if I don't like heights, don't go over here. So we're going over here. Yeah, this is nice. I love the glass so that no view is obstructed. You really feel like you are hanging off. Junior, Cycle Fanatics, taking pictures for Instagram.
Look at where we are.
Or
I
video.
don't even know what this place is called. But
this is a view, man.
Check out
It
this
is.
view. We got the restaurant right here, right? And we're actually like hung over
This is nice,
a
guys.
platform. Look at that. There's
Ooh.
literally nothing below.
And then you got houses over here in the middle of I don't want to say houses. Could look like mansions.
Beautiful weather. Riding motorcycles, riding Harley-Davidsons. How much better can you get?
It's good stuff, guys. Guys, when I do an event with Harley-Davidson that sucked, I will let you know. But it has not happened, and I don't foresee it ever happening. These guys are just, everything is top shelf. Everything. All right, so switching it up now. Lunch is over. I'm gonna be taking out the Fat Boy. Again, everything's really the same except for the fact that now we have a front tire that's wider, and I have footboards instead of pegs, and a little different style of handlebars. But this color, this is actually the new, I think if I'm correct, this is the new base model. I mean the base color. I could be wrong, because I know now black is not base anymore. If you want black, you're gonna have to pay extra for that. But same engine, same ride modes, all of that stuff again. And also different rims, of course. That's the other difference. These used to be totally solid, but I guess people were getting blown around or whatever because it was a solid piece of, there was no way for the air to get through it, so they added something to it. But it used to look nice, but gotta be practical. This is what the infotainment part looks like. Let's see which mode it's in. Of course, it's in sport mode because John was riding it. Now John is on the Breakout. Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Nice, right?
And I like the badge on the Breakout too. I like that. That looks cool. Factory custom. And this is the badge on the Fat Boy. I like the one on the Breakout better. So Ryan, this is a street bob, right?
Yes. Yep.
Ryan is staying on the street bob.
For a little while.
Junior is staying on that street bob. Tiffany has switched from this gray Breakout. Case is going to ride that one. And now Tiffany is also riding a Fat Boy.
That's a thing. Like,
Oh, now see, both of us got a camera up this time. Okay, we learned. Matt is on a Breakout now. Professional Monkey is on a Breakout now. That's about it. They're matching your shoes.
look, we're all matched.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, look at this. Got to coordinate.
But the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate. So you got to coordinate.
We did.
It's all
matching.
planned, color coordinated. It's all for the shots.
That's it. That's it. And then
Where are
look
your
at the
yellow
shoes.
shoes? This was an accident, I swear to God.
It all worked out. Look, even the flake in the helmet.
I swear to God, it was an accident.
Here we go again, guys. It always is relevant. It always comes up because this is where we had to stop. Look at the ground, gravel. And this is why we always want to stop smooth. We want to be in control of the motorcycle. We don't want to have to put our feet down fast, and you know, because the ground is not. It's amazing, guys, how relevant what we do. Exercise number 1: smooth, short starts and stops.
Keep it loaded. You heard?
That's it. That's it. All right, guys, back safely. I mean, just beautiful. What a beautiful day. Incident-free. And there could have been a lot of incidents because John and I were getting into it, boy. But that's what we always do when we're together. Just outstanding. So, you know, out of all 3 bikes, well, I can't talk about the Street Bob, this bike right here, because I didn't ride it. And I didn't ride it because it's very cramped. Now, John was saying, John rode it, and he was saying that he was cramped, you know. But, I mean, nice looking bike. Obviously, we know about the technology. So John's cramped and my cramped are 2 different things. Case here, his hips are, oh my God. Case has the hips of a 6-month-old baby. He's very limber.
Take it as a compliment.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only way to take it, man. So that leaves the other 2. The Fat Boy and the Breakout, yeah. And if I have to choose between the 2, I'm going to choose the Breakout. The Fat Boy has footboards, you know, and so that's probably a little bit better. I still would pick the Breakout. I like the way the front wheel is different from the back. It's different on the Fat Boy as well, but it's got that fatter front tire, and you know, I prefer not to have that. But as far as the technology and everything, they all have the same technology, so that's awesome. I mean, it's fast, it's fun, but it's fun for a limited amount of time for me and what my body can take, because I need to be stretched out, guys, right? I need to be stretched out. So just a fantastic day, guys, fantastic. Again, I want to thank Harley-Davidson for inviting me out here to partake in this. I never take it for granted, guys. Listen, spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, less time complaining about the things that you don't, right? And I always say, listen, look at all these people. There's a bunch of people out here. And literally, these guys sit around and decide who they're going to invite to whatever they're doing. And it could have been anybody. So if my name is in that list of people, I'm appreciative of it. All right, guys? All right, so listen, I'm going to cut the video here. Day 2 is tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to be riding these bikes right here. So we're going to be riding a lowrider ST. And it's not out here right now, but the Heritage. And so now with these bikes tomorrow, we're going to have saddlebags. Today, we had to put all our stuff in the Dodge Ram, and he just followed us, so that was helpful because I didn't know what we were going to do. But, well, this bike right here doesn't have any bags. But this bike has bags. The Heritage has bags. And so that's going to help. And as a matter of fact, now that I'm looking at these pegs, I'm always looking at the pegs to see how far forward they are. But the seat is kind of far back. So I think this should be okay. This should be okay. Hey guys, what's going on? Day 2 out here in Austin, Texas with Harley-Davidson riding the 2025 Softail models. So yesterday we rode the Street Bob, the Breakout, and the Fat Boy. Today we're riding the Heritage, the Lowrider S, and the Lowrider ST. So let me just show you some of the bikes, guys. So we got them all lined up. That's riding with the Ozarks right there. Check out his YouTube channel for leaks and alleged leaks on information with Harley-Davidson. All right, so today we're going to be, well, I can't say we, most of us, but I can't say most of us either. I know some of us, including myself, probably going to be a little bit more comfortable, not only with the triangle of the bike, but these things right here, saddlebags. So we'll be able to put some of our stuff in there. My bag is still too big, my book bag. I should have brought a smaller bag. I know that for future reference. And you know, some of these, I'm assuming the Lowrider ST is the one with the bags, and the one without is just a Lowrider. There's the one John's riding, Psycho Fanatics.
Yeah, pick the blue.
Yeah, the blue looks good with the chrome too.
So good.
It really does. So yeah, John picked the blue and I picked this reddish one because it's not really red. I think it's like a burgundy-ish red. And these guys, just like in California, man, this guy is on it, man. The difference is now he doesn't have to wipe it down and then cover it up, you know? And then we got the Heritages here. So these bags actually, am I crazy or the Heritage bags look bigger? No, they're not. It's just that it's a different type of cover. It's like a leatherish cover. Not a bad looking bike at all. I like that hub right there on the rim, very classic. And that's what the Heritage is about, really, like a classic Harley-Davidson. And then there's that gray color again. And then you have this one right here that it doesn't have that. Well, actually, yes, it does. I'll get ready to say it doesn't have this hub part, but and the badges on these I like as well. All right, guys, so that's it. Those are the bikes. We're just getting out here. I was going to talk to Jen, but Jen looks like she just woke up. So I'm not going to.
We have a press release announcement going out in an hour, so no.
What? We have a press release? Go. All right, guys, so as soon as everybody gets out here, this is going to be a good day because we got a little less people riding the motorcycles because there's usually 2 groups going out at the same time. Today, it's just us, so that's a good thing. Everybody's rolling out now. Yep, everybody's coming out. There's Case.
Thank God we got some.
Yeah, so I just got my answer. This is the lowrider without the bags. And duh, all I have to do is look on the tank. And these letters mean nothing to me, just so you guys know. I say that all the time. I don't know what they mean. And I have never committed to get my brain to commit that to memory. FLX, listen, I just know Street Glide, Road Glide. Street Glide Limited used to be, Road Glide Limited used to be, CVO Limited. You know, I know that. Breakout, Lowrider, Soft. You know, I don't know what the letters mean, and I just can't do it. And so this is FLX. I'm sorry, this is FXLR ST. So in other words, Lowrider ST, because here's the bags. Check out how the bags open too, guys. Same as on a touring motorcycle, this lever, but you pull it and look at that. Soft opening. There's actually hydraulics on it. Never knew that. That's awesome. What do you guys think about that? I know, if I'm not mistaken, a Goldwing opens like this too, and a BMW, it kind of like opens outward. And then, you know, there's a debate on the space that you give up because instead of being able to put stuff really at the bottom, I don't know. Anyway, it's got a little safety net there to keep stuff in. So that's cool. Close it up. I got to kind of lean my body against it to hold it and push that down. Here's the infotainment on the bike. Again, just like the other bikes, we have ride modes. You can see it right there, sport, road, and rain. Of course, it's in sport already, and that's where it's going to stay. You know, especially with these 117 engines on these lighter motorcycles. Yeah, that's where it's going to stay. Use the traction control that you can turn on and off, which I just learned yesterday. If you want to switch it off, the bike has to be stationary and running. You have to hold it for 3 seconds. And here's what the bike looks like from the front. You know, one single headlight. We have a fairing today, so we got some wind protection. Yesterday, well, the Lowrider S, there's this tiny fairing right here. But the Lowrider ST, this is almost like a Road Glide fairing, right? It's like a baby Road Glide fairing. But it's going to provide you with much more wind protection. Yesterday, we had 0 wind protection on those style of Softail motorcycles. All right, so what I want to show you guys is just the badging on the tanks, right? Pretty cool. So I already showed you guys this style. If I didn't, I'm going to show it to you again, right? That's pretty cool. I like the contrast of the colors with that hint of blue, right? Accent colors, right? Same color on that one. Now this is this blue one. I mean, guys, this is really nice. Again, John's going to be riding this bike, and that's what I was talking to you about. The nice chrome with the blue, it really pops. But look at the badging on that. Look at that. Right? Oh my God, guys, when I just looked at that, I thought it was an Indian badge, right? With that little wing right there. Well, the Indian head would go right here. Oh man, maybe they're taking the shot at them. I doubt it. They're not that petty. No need to be. All right, and then there's that badge. Is simply Harley-Davidson. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, I like this one. This is the one that yesterday that was on that Breakout, but a different color. The Breakout, the purple with red. Very nice with the accent colors. And yeah, that's it. Those are all of the badges. Hold up, no, I'm wrong. Well, this is a different Softail, so that's why it's a different badge. I didn't see this one yesterday because I didn't ride it. This is the Street Bob, and that's the badge on that one. And then this is a much larger badge. All right, so those are the badges. We got a kind of an overcast start for today. It's probably going to be a little windy. Definitely cooler than yesterday, which I don't mind at all. Yesterday it went up to 82 degrees, right? Again, not a big deal, but this will be a lot more comfortable. All right, guys, so we are at our first stop. We already did a photo shoot, riding up and down a windy road, getting pictures like this, and like this, and like this, and some video like this, like this, like this. Always love doing that because listen, the best shots that I'm ever going to get on the motorcycle are going to be with Harley-Davidson and whatever film crew they're using. So just outstanding. So anyway, again today, Lowrider S, Lowrider ST, and the Heritage. And so my least favorite is the Lowrider. S or ST, it doesn't matter. And here's why. Yeah, so the issue, guys, is, and again, I got bad hips, so that's gonna always play a factor. But I need these, I really need those pegs about right here. Again, this is why touring motorcycles are more appealing for me, because I need to be able to stretch out my legs. So when I was riding the bike, oh, I'm telling you guys, just to do this is a lot for me. And again, that's a me thing. When I have both my feet up, see how high my knees are? So if I had an extended reach seat, that would definitely help. You know, I was trying to sit on this little pillion back here just so I can do certain things. But guys, I was in pain. I was in pain. So much pain that this is where the slow speed stuff comes in, because I didn't want to have to put my feet down. Because that's another thing, guys. I'm on the rear brake, I'm stopping. And when I go to put my left foot down, I was hitting this or mistakenly putting my foot forward. So I almost dropped the bike. So it's, you know, it would take some getting used to, because now it's always requiring me to have my knees bent more than I want them to be. Even coming to a stop, now I have to bring my knees all the way back here. And that's just a lot for me. Guys, when I tell you I suffered on that bike, I suffered. And, you know, so much so that it becomes dangerous. Like if you're riding a motorcycle and you're very uncomfortable, that's going to take your concentration away from what you should be concentrating on. Because when you're in pain, that's, you know, it's kind of all you can think about. And so, you know, I couldn't get off that motorcycle quicker. Nice motorcycle to look at, but again, clearly they did not build that motorcycle for somebody my height. You know, you got to have variety. But in my opinion, guys, even shorter people might have issues with certain things on that bike, including where those pegs are. You can get used to anything. I say that all the time. Not pain, though. Like, not going to get used to that. So that only leaves one other motorcycle, and that's the Heritage. And see, I'm an idiot, but I wanted to, what I should have done is rode the Heritage to the spot where we were going to do the photo shoot, because I know there we're going to switch off bikes. And that's why I should have switched off the bike. So I could have just took a quick ride and not been on that Lowrider ST so long. But listen, I suffered for you guys because I wanted to be able to give you a real review on how I feel about that motorcycle. The other thing I noticed about the Softails, guys, is there's a lot of vibration in my handlebars. Like yesterday I was riding in a Breakout and the Fat Boy. I didn't ride the Street Bob. I can't fit on that bike at all. But my hands were tingling when I got off the bike. A lot of vibration. Now on that Lowrider ST, it's even more vibration. I don't know if it's because that's the high output engine, but it's a lot of vibration. On that bike, I feel it in the seat and everything. And I'm talking about, even if I have the bike, you know, at idle riding, I feel vibration. The vibration disappears completely as soon as you pull the clutch in. So, listen, I know some people will say, yeah, Harley-Davidsons, they vibrate. Nah, that's not really true. These really, really vibrate a lot, a whole lot. More than I like, you know, more than I'm comfortable with. So again, the Heritage. Now let me talk about the Heritage. Now, one of the things I like about the Heritage is clearly I can stretch out my legs more. It's got footboards. So even if I wanted to put my foot all the way forward and just rest my heel on the front of that footboard, which a lot of people do anyway, then boom, no issues at all. The handlebar positioning, the seat is more comfortable. And the looks of the bike. Now, I do like the way the Lowrider ST looks. But the front of that Heritage is always going to be appealing to me because it looks like a police motorcycle, you know, with the windshield and the auxiliary lights. You know, it's a good looking bike as well. I feel like it's a very underrated motorcycle. Now, it doesn't turn as well as, you know, a touring bike. None of these bikes do. But that's what I'm accustomed to. So guys, anytime I'm talking to you about anything other than a touring motorcycle, I want you to understand that is not only my first love, it's my only love. It's the only bike I love because that's the motorcycle I learned how to ride on. I learned how to ride a motorcycle on a Road King. And everything I've ridden since that has been a touring motorcycle because it gives you all of the comforts that you might need. And so what I will say, in my opinion, is, you know, there's a lot of people that will get these smaller motorcycles because it fits their body more. But in my experience, what I've learned is once people actually learn how to ride these motorcycles properly, a lot of them switch to a touring motorcycle anyway, because again, you get all of the comforts, all of the luxury, all of the conveniences. None of these Softail motorcycles are going to ride as well, smoothly, as a touring motorcycle. It just is what it is, and that's the way it's designed, it's period. As far as infotainment and screens and options, everything. You're going to get more of that on a touring motorcycle. It is what it is. Now, of course, sometimes we're talking, a lot of the times, budget is going to play a factor in the kind of motorcycle that you get. So what I want you guys to do is definitely test ride every motorcycle, right? Because again, this is just my experience, my arthritis hips, so that's my experience. But all of us that got on this motorcycles, any of these Softails that are taller, you know, the first thing we said was no, because clearly it's not built for us. It's really not intended for us. And that's the great thing about Harley-Davidson's lineup. There's pretty much something in it for everyone. But I'm going to tell you, test ride one of these motorcycles. I'm talking about Softail models, and come see me. And when I say come see me, go to my YouTube channel, watch my practice sessions, watch my videos, get acclimated, get comfortable with the terminology, and start practicing on your motorcycle. And I want you to let me know if now you go get on a touring motorcycle, are you intimidated by it as much? You still might be, because you got to get used to it. But trust me, guys, the size of the motorcycle is irrelevant. Well, I'm talking about in reference to your slow speed maneuvers and your comfort, as far as people worrying about the weight and the size of the motorcycle to be able to maneuver it. That doesn't matter. It really doesn't. But I am going to let you know that on a touring motorcycle, you can make modifications to, you know, make it more comfortable for you if you're shorter, or even some people that are really tall, because some modifications have to be made on those motorcycles too. Not as much, of course, but that's the best I can tell you guys. Test ride the bikes, but I want you to test ride the bikes with the knowledge of knowing how to actually ride them, because that's going to really affect the kind of motorcycle you want to buy. Trust me. How many people come to me for private lessons or in my practice sessions, and if they're riding a little motorcycle, I always tell them the next owner is going to love that motorcycle. And I'm basing that on what I see once they start getting comfortable, because once you get it, you got it. And one of the things that I absolutely love about all of these Softail motorcycles, one, LED lights everywhere, no incandescent bulbs. And two really should be one as far as priority. I can see what gear my motorcycle is in, regardless if I have the clutch pulled in or not. That is huge. Love it, love it, love it. I also like that the Heritage is basically built like a touring motorcycle in a smaller size. I like that it has footboards. I like that it has a actual brake pedal, right? Not that little, you know, I want a full brake pedal. It just, again, this is just because that's what I'm accustomed to. I like the saddlebags, and they look good too. The saddlebags look good. I like the way these saddlebags open more than I like the way they open on the Lowrider. And this is not just about because that's what I'm accustomed to. It's the convenience of being able to close the bag. Because with the Lowrider, you can't just like close it. You got to make sure that you keep some pressure on it, that it's closed, and then latch it. But what I do like about the Lowrider S bags is that it's just one screw to take the bags off. All right, guys, back at the hotel. It's been a long day. It's been a long 2 days. Now, usually when people say, man, it's been a long day, it has a negative connotation, like it was bad, it was rough. No, no, no. We might be a little tired, but awesome 2 days. But today in particular, started out cool. And it kind of stayed cool, but it warmed up a little bit. It doesn't even matter, man. Just a lot of fun. Listen, guys, Paul James was we were in group 1 and he was leading us. Listen, I love it when that guy is leading because it's just always a lot of fun. So I want to take this time to shout out the whole PR team, right? That's Paul. That's actually we got 2 Jens now, but Jen Hoyer is who I want to talk about right now because I spoke to her, and Jen is always doing, well, at least as far as I knew, little things. But little things mean so much as far as putting stuff in our rooms and, little things like that, gifts and gift bags. But today I asked her some more questions because I wanted to know, I'm one of these people, when I look at things like this, events like this, I know that this takes a lot of planning and organization. And so I wanted to know, like, whose ideas to pick the routes, the hotels, to register the motorcycles, because all of these motorcycles have a registration for this state so we can ride them. Our flights, like who plans all of that? Jen Hoyer. I did not know she did all of that. Now, yeah, there's some things that she might not do directly, but she oversees it. But the point is, any place that we've gone, any press rides, any releases, the locations, the roads, the permits, the law enforcement, anytime any of that's involved, like to close off a road, restaurants, sections just for us, all of that is her. I can't even imagine. Now I know why she looks so damn tired some of the time. Her phone's going off the hook. She's on the emails that are coming out when these guys take all of the pictures. Who's sending that to us? Jen, it's just, listen, I appreciate all of them. And I want to thank all of them for, once again, bringing me out here to another event with Harley-Davidson. I want to thank everybody that participated. Cody Weinman, James Rispoli, they were part of the group's leads or tails or whatever. Just outstanding, man. I want to shout out, everybody that's here with me. Case, law-abiding biker. Of course, my boy John, Cycle Fanatics. Tiffany Renee, Professional Monkey, Riding in the Ozarks. Listen, just a phenomenal group of people. And I always say, there's anybody that Harley-Davidson could pick to come out here. So everybody that is a part of this should be extremely appreciative because, why you? Who are you? Right? And I used to always say, who am I? So anyway, let's get to the motorcycles, guys. So today I started on the Lowrider ST and I got off of that bike and I got on the Heritage, and the Heritage is what I stayed on. Well, of course, one of the things I definitely like about the Heritage is the fact that I can ride it and be, fairly comfortable, because the ST, I just can't do it. And, I already talked to you guys about that, so I'm not going to talk about it again. But I am going to tell you something I do appreciate about the ST. One of it is how it looks. It looks good, right? Again, that's subjective. It looks good. I also like the placement of the speedometer. And that's what I also like about the Breakout. Because I noticed that when I'm riding the Heritage, especially if you're wearing a full face helmet, your visibility is a little limited, or it's compromised at least a little, depending on your helmet. But if it's full face, you can't really see down under your chin. And that's where the speedometer is. It's on top of the tank. So if I want to look down and see how fast I'm going, what gear I'm in, my RPMs, I literally have to move my whole head down. And anytime I'm doing that, I'm no longer looking at the road. So I don't like that too much. The placement of the speedometer on the Lowrider ST and the Breakout, and for that matter, the Street Bob, I can move my eyes down. There it is right there. I don't have to move my whole head. Again, that's only if you're wearing a full face helmet. Again, I'm going to reiterate, I love the fact that I can see what gear I'm in. That's awesome. The stuff I said before about the vibration in the handlebars and stuff, yes, that's true on every bike I rode out here. And again, I did not ride the Street Bob, but I'm pretty sure it's the same place. As a matter of fact, on the Heritage, sometimes as I'm hitting the throttle, if I hear, I feel that in my hand. It's like, But like I said, guys, ride the bikes, test ride the bikes. That's one good thing about Harley-Davidson. You can test ride the bike. So ride the bikes. And what I said before, I'm sticking to that. I know a lot of people will pick these bikes based on budget, but if you're picking it based on anything else, and I'm talking about as far as the intimidation of a larger bike, check out this channel, guys. Learn how to ride these bikes properly, and then that it won't matter. You can get the bike that you actually want, if you want a street glide or a road glide or anything like that. Okay, guys? All right. So, listen, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. Definitely head out to your Harley-Davidson dealership to check out these 2025 models. You know, all of the paint is good. The paint is always good with Harley-Davidson. That's nothing new. But the ride modes, the safety technology, that's just a phenomenal addition to this line of motorcycles, right? Shout out to Harley-Davidson once again. And I think that we're going to get fed again. I say it all the time, man. If you're doing anything with Harley-Davidson, everything is top shelf. You're going to get 3 hots and a cot. That means you're going to get 3 meals, and they're going to put you in a place to sleep. The hotel here was excellent. The beds were comfortable, and everybody that works here was just super, super courteous and professional. Every time I walked in and out of this hotel, I never touched the door, right? Never touched the door. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do so. Hit that button, hit the like button, share the video, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video coming out from me. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, guys, and less time complaining about the things that you don't. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, and if you have time to ride your motorcycles, you have time to practice on them. Not my opinion. Until next time.